Like in a relationship?
Yeah, and looking for a mate. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna read some things and ask me if I'm and answer me if I'm asking for too much.
Oh, I know social media is going to be one of them.
So so these are my non-negotiables. That's what I said, non-negotiables.
Okay.
So
Are you trying to see are you trying to see if I'm a feminist?
nah, I'm just having fun. It's just cause I think this live it was heavy. Like we're talking about some serious things, so we need to leave a light note.
Okay.
All right, so non-negotiables. Um, she has to be loyal. She has to be. She has to be strong. She has to be courageous. She has to be submissive. She has to want children. She has to be confident. She has to be humble. She has to be obedient, and she has to have good hygiene. Am I asking for too much?
No, but what does obedient and submissive mean? Give me examples, primary examples.
Obedient. What obedient mean? Obedient means she does what I ask her to do, without an attitude. I'm not a tyrant. Like if I'm gonna be a leader, then you have a job, right?
Yeah.
You disobedient to the rules at your job.
No.
So I mean,
I'm a little different, so.
but it's the same thing. So like if I need her to do something, then and I ask and she says no, then that's disobedient. Or if I make a rule, if I make if I make an executive decision on a matter of our household and she says no, that's disobedient.
Can you give me some examples?
That's the feminist coming out of you. So let's
I
say
just feel like those words, obedient, subservient, or what's it called?
it's
Submissive. And I'm not saying this towards you, or I'm just those words. It sounds tyrant to me.
okay. So all right. So let's play that game. That's cool. All right. So I'm asking you. Let's say we're married, right? Right? I'm asking you to be obedient or submissive to me. That's your primary directive. My primary directive is that I have to live to serve you and even die for you. Which one of us has the bigger burden?
You.
So what are we even arguing about? Like these words about submissive and obedient. Like, come on now, like I'm doing the heavy lifting here. All you have to do is just and then like given that I'm not a tyrant, like if I'm a tyrant, that's a whole different thing. But if I'm a guy that's working and and I have a direction for our household and for our children and our family, and you keep fighting me, that's disobedient.
That is.
And submission
Rusty, I'm sorry.
to what?
I said I'm a little rusty, relationship wise.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna we're gonna dust y'all. But so and then the submissiveness, like to submit means to bring yourself under the authority of another. That's all submission is. You're yielding your will to me. So instead of going out and instead of I want to travel, I'm like nah we gotta we can't travel now, we got things to do, and you're like okay.
Oh, I'd follow
Yeah,
that.
you
Like,
and you would follow that, but like what if it was something else, like like what if it feels like we can't.
if I follow that, being that I love to travel, I should be able to follow, because I like budgeting, so I understand.
Okay, so what if what if I didn't want our children watching Real Housewives of Atlanta or something like that, and I'm like, look, no more Real Housewives of Atlanta in this household.
First of all, I wouldn't allow that either, but thank you. Yes, I.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's something we agree on. Golly, okay, what is something that you
But
like?
why would a child watch that?
I'm just saying, like these things
It's not
happen,
far
like, and
fetched. It's not far fetched at all.
that's a
But
silly.
I,
Um, yeah, what is a contention that okay?
how about electronics? Because I know that's like just in general, like electronics for the children. I guess maybe that'll be a little bit more
I don't know, but
like iPad or going on like children going on YouTube. Let's
yeah,
that might be a little bit more.
I think that that's not. I don't think that that's something hard to come to an agreement upon. But let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you this so I can get a better example. What is a contention that you and many women that you talk to? What is a contention that y'all have when it comes to men? And you know that you hear men complaining about. Like, what is a contention that y'all have?
Um, Men when they get into a relationship with a woman or get married or whatever their relationship status is, they want their woman to get rid of social media.
Okay, so
That's like a main one.
all right, so okay, good. Okay, so how about that? Like, if I say no more social media, like, would you be good with that?
No,
You wouldn't be good, but would you do it?
I would do it.
All right, then you pass. You passed you passed the test. Then you are a submissive woman. Then, but see, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Submission is not always, you know, your desire. You know, it's not always doing something that you want to do. This is the ultimate form of submission is sacrifice, right? So, and I was having this discussion last night. Jesus Jesus did not want to die. He prayed 3 times to God. He'd be like, "Look, I don't want to die. Like, if there's another way, like, you know, let it be known. But nevertheless, I'll do what you asked me to do." You know what I'm saying? So, like, he didn't want to do it, but he submitted himself to God's will. You get what I'm saying? So it's not always submission is not always just peaches and roses and unicorns flying everywhere and rainbows. Like, you know, it's about swallowing your ego and saying, okay, this is not about me. This is about the big picture. And I trust him. I trust my husband. I trust where he's taking me, even though I don't like it. That's what that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. But Kate Crown 77 just said she said
I
that so reluctantly.
know
I
you
did. I did.
you should see the struggle on your face. Like it was just like,
I
oh my,
I
I don't know. You said what?
um huh?
You said what you
I
say?
said it reluctantly. He's right.
Yeah.
May I ask in return? So let's say we're married and you ask me to get rid of my social media, right? And let's say just like typically now, you see what I do. You see the type of content that I put out.
Yeah.
You know, not that you're watching my page, but you have a little slight idea of what I do, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we hypothetically we're together, we're married, and you see my content that I put out. What would be the reason that you asked me personally, myself, Lydia? Why would you ask me to get rid of my social media? What would be the reasoning for that?
I mean that doesn't matter for the example that I was trying to make, but for me, for me, because I can only answer this for me. I'm the kind of person that I will never take something away without providing a viable alternative. So, you know, you do social media for what? You know, you like to get your views out there. You know, you like to get your opinion out there. You like to interact with people.
Yeah, for me, it's all about like knowledge and awareness and getting people to think, like critical thinking and having understanding that it's two sides to everything. So what if it's this way? What if it's that way? I'm not on some like I don't reveal my body. I don't. There's I mean, I take pictures and I upload like pretty pictures of myself and stuff like that. But and mind you, this is me, the way I am right now. This is me as a single woman, right? So I'm not even in a relationship.
Yeah.
So when I was, let's say, like on Facebook, for instance, like 10 years ago when I was with my daughter's father, there was things that I'd be on social media and I connect whatever, because you know Facebook is a little different than Instagram in terms of reconnecting or whatever. But I would keep things respectful. Like I would keep things, wouldn't go clubbing, wouldn't, there's just, and I wasn't married. I was just in a relationship, obviously, but we were together for like 3 or 4 years. But there's boundaries and respect in the relationship or whatever. And like I said, as a single woman, I'm operating on putting on knowledge. I'm not like on some OnlyFans kind of a thing, if that makes sense. I'm not like trying to put myself out there to make men want me or whatever, you know. For me, it's about knowledge and awareness, and I want America to be saved. Like, my parents came here for upward mobility, and I don't want America to be communist. So I do videos, I do topics about knowledge and awareness. And even if I talk about celebrities, like I told you last week, if I say, like, they're still human beings. So I cut into the dynamic of man versus woman, or I don't know, geopolitics, just, different things. So if you see that you're with me, why would you want me to disconnect that? And if I get to a point of being monetized and it's a source of income, and let's say I'm a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom, so to speak, if you know that's a source of income for me, what, you're just going to cut it off? Even though I'm 100% faithful, I'm 100% home, just to answer my... So,
It sounds like you're speaking from a place of...
I'm deflecting, you think?
Like trauma, I guess trauma, like maybe you faced this kind of situation before, or maybe you know somebody that did. But like I said, I don't take anything away without providing a viable alternative. If I see that my woman enjoys just making content and she is monetized, then I see a reason why she shouldn't do it. Like if the reason is a conflict of interest, like or a conflict of morals or whatever, if what she's doing is conflicting with those morals, then I mean, I'm like, nah, you can't do it. But if it's not, if there's nothing inherently wrong with what she's doing, then I better have a damn good reason for trying to restrict her from doing it. And if I do, then I need to provide a viable alternative for her, because it's something that she enjoys doing. She gets fulfillment out of it. It adds to her wholeness. So as a man, a husband, and a leader, you got to take these things into consideration when you making decisions.